Welcome. Come on in. Hi, I'm Sami Sparrow and this is my studio. I am an artist, illustrator and author in the Goulburn area. I work mostly in painting. I do gouache, watercolour, acrylic, and I love working with colour, anything that's nice and bold and bright and beautiful. So I'm currently working on a series of beautiful little gouache and watercolour paintings based around some frog characters that I created previously to my baby being born. It started at the beginning of my maternity leave. I was trying to keep myself busy while my baby was waiting to come, and it's been a great journey that I've continued on since my baby was born. They're beautiful little illustrations that showcase beautiful flowers and just a journey and an adventure that these two little frogs go through. And I'm really enjoying creating each of their little environments and worlds. So these are the three that I created while waiting for my baby to arrive. I started with this one, Magical Frogs, and coming into the Year of the Dragon inspired this one. I was working through some beautiful pen drawings for reference images, and I wanted to create something that brought them together and added some colour. I also did some beautiful crabs, fish and octopus. So I wanted to do a painting that incorporated them as well as the frogs. So I created some fishing. I referenced some actual real colours from real fish from our Great Barrier Reef to bring this a little bit more into the real life. And then this little guy, I was sitting around drinking lots of cups of tea, so I wanted to have something where it was a little bit more real to life, so bringing it back in, this gorgeous little frog admiring his mushroom home with his little bat friend while he had a little cup of tea, which I thought was really cute. Moving on from there, once my baby was born, I've started creating beautiful little illustrations that reference life, of course, because that's what art does a lot. So I've got a nice little artist frog painting a portrait of a parent and their little baby froglet, bringing in once again all the beautiful flowers and colours from the original series. Moving on to the choir singing away, a beautiful little couple of frogs with a sunset, just something nice and soft and gentle. Some frogs going for an adventure with a turtle, and it's starting to rain. And then I love Halloween, so I wanted to do some trick-or-treaters and bring in some of my beloved Halloween trick-or-treaters into the frogs' lives. Some beautiful pumpkins. I've recently finished a mural. It was part of the Paint the Town Street Art Festival. It's on Verner Street in a bus shelter just outside the TAFE. I'm really proud of this piece of work. It's my first mural, and I spent a lot of time during this piece thinking about what inspired it, which was the fact that during the Black Summer Fridays, firefighters would go back into the areas that had been burnt and comment on how quiet it was. Not even bugs were making noises because they had been lost. And this really stuck in my mind. So I wanted to paint something that paid homage to the smaller creatures that didn't really get thought about. So my artwork features things like the Christmas beetle, some of the painted lady butterflies that would have been damaged, the maidenhair ferns, some of our native flowers like the flannel flower, banksias, which do come back to life normally after a fire, but we did lose some of these things. It does feature Barnabas, the bus stop frog, as I've lovingly named him. He's a white-lipped tree frog, which is a bit more of a Queensland thing, but I couldn't help it considering people tend to call me the frog lady. The piece was really a project of the heart as well as from the community. So the ceiling was actually inspired by one of the local school kids who walked past and said, "Can you paint me a bird?" as I was painting the last parts of the bus stop, and I said, yeah, sure, and it was a great inspiration for me. I knew I wanted to paint the roof as a bit of a sky, but it gave me the inspiration to paint a tree and have the cockatoo looking down on the occupants of the bus stop, and I think it really topped off the work really nicely.